So it's been about 2 weeks since I finished up Pirate Yakuza, and I let it simmer inside me.
Pause.
Pause? Pause what?
So now that I digested the game, I want to say what I want to say. Naturally, my entire playthrough is documented on the Majima Has a Case of Amnesia video, albeit condensed into 3 hours from 25 hours of playtime. Point being, the ending of the video, I say my thoughts, and in this video I want to go over them a tad bit more. So let's start with the good stuff, because I don't want to be a negative Nancy. The combat, while I said that Gaiden's combat was better during the credits thoughts of Pirate Yakuza, I realized something after like 2 weeks. I've only played Vanilla Gaiden once, and since then, anytime I hop into it, it's modded to oblivion, so... Legend Remix Gaiden, Awakening of the Dragon God, hell even Yagami ported into Gaiden, it's always modded, so that's why it's better for me. So that's what I wanted to mention. Now, I don't want to downplay Gaiden's combat, because even in the Gaiden review, which you should watch, I say that it's the best Kiryu combat to date. However, comparing Vanilla Gaiden's Kiryu combat to Majima's is a strange thing. The combat is much faster in Pirate Yakuza, because Majima is a playable character. The big issue I do still have with it is just the lack of upgrades, lack of versatility. Hell, even Gaiden had that issue, but I think it's even worse here, honestly. They could have made a lot more upgrades if they locked in. And the fact that there's so little heat actions is also whack. Not to mention taunting being useless in the heat generative way. So, yeah, Majima's combat is fun, but is honestly very limited due to the upgrades being so quote-unquote few. He is strong, yes, do not get me wrong, he's fucking overpowered at times. He destroys everyone. Raymond is a prime example of that. He has as many health bars as Shishido, I haven't looked it up, but even then he is a joke of a final boss. I fought him 6 times so far, thanks to the boss replay mod. Thank you RGG modding. And it's just such a far cry from Shishido. Easily one of the easiest final bosses. The OST is great, and the fight is cool in the spectacle way. Well, that's really it. Raymond in general was just mid-incarnate. I'm not even a Joe Samoa fan, so I'm not only disappointed in the WWE side of things, but yeah, no, the gameplay is fun, yes, but as it stands it lacks upgrades and quality of life things. I have no doubt mods will make this game incredible down the line like it did with Gaiden, but so far it has still yet to reach the LJ status, basically. As for the side content, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of filler stuff. But the stuff that is not filler is very fun to fuck around with. I mentioned it during the credits, but the side content is the best part of the game. It alleviates Gaiden's shortcomings, but amplifies the mandatory side content of this game, which is, you know, bad. God, I hope the Akiyama Gaiden game will have filler. Now, negative Nancy, the story. It's fine. I'm blowing it out of proportion. I'm not gonna say it's bad, because it's really not bad. There's a single bad story in RGG. It's just mid. Mid is the bottom line.
I am Yakuza Boy.
It is far from a bad story, but I will say, yeah, it's a very, and I mean very, mid story. Think Yakuza 1, think Lost Paradise, that sort of stuff. It's just not great, but it's not bad. It's barely good. As mentioned, it gets great in the final chapter, but it's way too late. Too little too late. Characters are unfortunately undercooked, besides Rodriguez, my goat, and some of the crew. Hell, even Nishida and Minami were barely utilized, let alone Saejima. The more I think about it, Saejima really didn't do jack shit in this game. Man, that's so rough. But yeah, sorry for ranting like this, I just had to get it out of my system. It's the bottom of A tier for me. Only reason it's not in B tier is because at the very least the content is plentiful and it's a unique take on the Yakuza formula. I just hope, and I might be in the minority here, that we get some non-goofy stuff for the next Gaiden. Imagine Akiyama has 2 styles, his normal style and assassin style or some shit like that. I don't want that. No more agent, no more sea dog, give me 1 style that's versatile and we're good. Akiyama is overpowered regardless. But yeah, no, that's all. Pirate Yakuza was a good game, great game even, but a mid Yakuza game, and that is not a bad thing in all honesty. It's nice to play through a vacation game. Maybe it's just me expecting another Lost Judgment or a Gaiden. Also, something I should mention before I end it off, the OST. It grew on me. I'm very excited to see what they cook up next summit in June, I believe. My guess, Kiwami 3. But my hope is Judgment 3. Project Century, I expect it to be in 2026. I doubt it will be this year because if it's Kiwami 3, it'll be November or December this year, I guess. But yeah. If it's Final Judgment or Project Century, I'd love to be next year. But don't quote me on that. So yeah, rating is like 8.5, like I said. Great game, mid-story, mid-tier RGG game. Well, no, it's A tier. It's the bottom of A tier, but still. That's it. Bye-bye.